Ghost lady, we're not going to talk about the elephant in the room.
Which one?
We're under attack.
Oh.
We're under attack, guys. I've been waiting for you to mention it. Attack! Yeah? We're under attack, Penduka. Yeah?
What's happening? What's happening?
This L-Tido guy of yours, my man. You must calm down, my man. We're under attack here, Chief. You got a pen and paper?
Yes.
Yes. Tell him he's getting too excited. He must stay in his lane. He's the Temu of podcasting. Please let him know that people do not watch his podcast because of him. It's because of his guests, not him.
How dare you? But you know what? This is giving real beef. It's not giving vegan at all. But you know what? I'm going to set him right for you.
Okay. No problem. My backbone, do you want to add it to that?
Oh, he backbone. Hey, just ask him.
Yeah,
what the hell is he for?
Even his attack was PC. He's a rapper. You know the IQ, ya teka sometimes.
Amen.
And then I'm going to with Saul.
Yeah, then it'll be like, fuck you,
when it's
Saul.
Mac who's saying these things,
Exactly.
you know what I mean? Yeah, but hey, bro,
next
please,
minute, I'll get a fuck you for Minangi right.
Yeah, bro, keep me out of the beef, man. If you go beef with this guy over what he says, it's what he says. You know?
Has he ever released a diss track?
I think this is it.
Has he ever released a diss track?
Yeah, he has.
Who?
He wants beef, man, with AKA. Remember there was an AKA beef. Back in the YFM when YFM was at Ozone. I mean, the zone.
Did he swear in the diss track?
Can't remember it.
But you could see he was very angry. He even had the lisp came back.
I didn't know he had a lisp.
Kanye enters the ring. Ghost Lady enters the ring. Ging, ding, ding.
He's got a lisp. And he's going to fuck with us. Anyway, what you got for us, Ghost?
Lebana Baga, you are my kids, all of you guys. You're my kids.
You literally got the other genre looking like surviving piano right now. Because of you and your arrogance and the way you carrying on. Let's speak about DJ Maphorisa. 99. The way you've been carrying on, you are a cancer to this industry. A lot of people in the genre from piano
For sure. And if you
to hip hop.
at some point I used to run hip hop. I'm thinking about hip hop. But actually I should go to hip hop now. Maybe maybe you can come back now because it's tagile.
Can see you a cancer, but people are afraid of you. And fuck L-Tido.
I'm like, what do you say fuck me for?
Okay. He took it a step further. Let me read what he says. Fuck L-Tido. Nyao Mao, son.
Joe.
No, it's a weird. Let me give you guys a reference for people that don't understand. This guy saw at my mother's private parts. My mother has nothing to do with this podcast. My mother has nothing to do with any of this entertainment industry. And I'm like, bro, when has it become cool to disrespect your elders? When has it become cool to disrespect someone's mother that you don't know? This situation is beyond me at this moment. You swearing at my mother, I've got family in KZN, I got family in LX, I got family in Soweto. Everybody's pretty upset. You just didn't offend me, you chose to offend my whole family. Because you are afraid, DJ Maphorisa. You are afraid to answer the questions, the real questions. Because on this podcast, we ask the real questions. Yes, Mac G, we ask real questions on this podcast. Watch any episode we've had. If you want to come to a podcast where they're not going to ask you who you smashed, come to the L-Tido podcast. If you don't want to go to a podcast where they depend on the second guy to keep it running, come to the L-Tido podcast. If you don't want to come to a podcast where they feel they have to grill you to get views, come to the L-Tido podcast. Mac G, DJ Maphorisa, I'm here to tell you, much love. I'm out. I actually don't mean that much love. I'm out for real.
I'm not a cow, bitch. Vote. Open. Listen, I'm gonna make you sweat, make you wet, make you wet, wet, wet. I'm gonna make you scared, little baby, pissing in your pants of pressure.
Vault unlocked.
Hello, what is up, you dazzling diamonds and the others? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Linda Kyle, and this is the Vault. Anyway, you guys, let's jump straight into this video. Alrighty then, you guys. If you guys haven't already, please do like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And if you guys do enjoy my videos, please do click on that thank you button, right? And before you guys leave out of here, please do drop me a comment in the comment section down below. Right. Now, guys, in today's video, we are going to be talking about the reading that L-Tido gave to Mac G and DJ Maphorisa. I did a video last night asking you guys to go and watch that video on L-Tido's podcast. Wow, what a read he gave these guys, right? And I'm here for it all. I am here for all the drama and the shade type of situation. But before we actually get into that, you guys are going to have to tell me, what the hell? What the heck? Who the flying fish cloned Slick Talk?
I don't want that energy because I know what, when I'm in that mood, I know what I can become. I can be your worst nightmare. The devil himself, I know that, and I don't want to take myself to that place because it's a very dark place. So I saw you say something about me. I was like, wow. My advice to you, Mac G, is just be authentic, man. You don't always have to try and be controversial. And stop being so insecure. Why are you so insecure about people that are on the come up? When we started this thing, it was all about promoting independent platforms. That's what it was all about. We were pushing independence. It's kind of like you becoming the thing that you were talking against. You can't be talking down on other people that are trying to build their platforms. Like L-Tido, he's trying. Give him his credit for trying. DJ's Boo, he's trying. Penyo, trying. These guys are trying. Why are you being spicy with people that are trying to have a platform as big as yours? You should be uplifting people the way Joe Rogan does. You see, Joe Rogan, that's one of my biggest idols because he's not threatened. Joe Rogan is one of the reasons why I never tell people, hey, make sure you go like, make sure you go subscribe. I don't do that. I just put out good content and I said, if you like it, enjoy it. If you don't, it's not for you. Don't be threatened by people coming out. And this thing of trying to be the king of podcasting, the king of essay. You and I both know there's no such thing as the king of YouTube. YouTube can flip on you like this, and you know this. YouTube is all about being consistent and putting out and getting consistent views. You can be the biggest celebrity in the world. It doesn't mean you do numbers. You have to prove yourself every time you put that upload up. You know better than this, man, G. Stop being insecure about people that are on the come up. They're just trying to build their platforms. Guys like me, I'm chilling. I used to take myself very seriously, and I was very intense about it. But now I'm chilling. I just want to react. That's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to be reacting to interesting videos that I see on the internet. I'm chilling. You don't have to be so insecure about people that are on the come up. You can forget the bitterness. And Mac G, let's be honest, bro. You're partnering with BET. You're partnering with sponsorships and things like that. The whole thing of like, they're against us. They don't want to see us succeed. They don't want to see us. That bullshit is out the window, bro. You're working with brands every single week. That bullshit is out the window. You're not selling it to us anymore. Just be yourself. You don't always have to try to be. You don't always have to be try to be controversial. Ooh, I'm gonna say this. I know it's gonna shock the people. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Bro, relax.
I have not seen Slick Talk in a very long time, and today, as I'm furthering my research to do this video, I stumble across Slick Talk's video, and he's talking about the L-Tido situation, or L-Tido addressing or reading rather uMacG no DJ Maphorisa. Who cloned Slick Talk? Because what the hell going on with him, man? Now, I'm not saying that Slick Talk looks bad, but damn, the girl chinchile. And when I Slick Talk, you need to tell me what your diet is, because nigga, I need that shit. I'm trying to lose more weight. I'm always trying to lose weight. Yo, what a shocker to my system. Exciting to see Slick Talk back again. I had to double check and triple check, quadruple check. Was that really Slick Talk's channel? Y'all need to go and check it out over there. It's a different fucking guy. Sure. Wow. Welcome back, Slick Talk. Congratulations on your weight loss. But I don't know. Anyway, let's jump straight into this video. All right. Last night, L-Tido did a video where he was addressing uMacG and DJ Maphorisa. Right? And I agree with everything that L-Tido said. In the video that I posted last night, someone had commented that, oh, you just hate MacG. I'm just thinking, oh, what are you mad? I don't hate MacG. I don't hate anyone for that matter. But the truth is the truth. You understand? You want to take from that video what you want to take from that video that L-Tido did. You want to take the section where he was reading DJ Maphorisa, because, oh, a lot of people have now been coming out complaining about Maphorisa. But because you're a stan, you're a chiller, you're a fan of uMacG, you don't see that what L-Tido was saying is actually true. And these are things, go back into my videos, that I've been saying about uMacG or Podcast and Chill this whole time. But that does not mean that I hate those guys, or why would I hate them? All I do is deliver my commentary. What do you mean? What do you mean? Type of situation. Right? L-Tido addressed uMacG. And he was like, you know what, man? To my face, you are so nice. You are telling me how great my podcast is doing. You are encouraging me. Type of situation. But as soon as you get onto your platform, you spew shit about me.
When I met him, I was with my mother. So that's the only reason I said nice things about his podcast.
No, I meant
I can't tell him the truth in front of my mother, you know. It's disrespectful.
Hey, man, I meant it, but now it's like...
MacG had said that L-Tido's podcast is like EOTV, where he's too scared to offend people or say things about people. Not everybody's on the internet to offend people. Not everybody is a shock jock, like L-Tido said. Not everybody has to grow their platforms through controversy and drama. And that's exactly what MacG does. This is something that, Slick Talk. Hey, man. Oh, that other guy that was on Slick Talk's channel. It's Slick Talk. The voice is Slick Talk. MacG. And it's been said many other times by many other people. He is a shock jock. And if you have paid attention to the feel or the vibe of Podcast and Chill of late, it's different. It's not that riveting or anything like that. The only thing is that they have loyal fans that will just keep on going there regardless. But uMacG does pull things from thin air.
It's like, is he not smart with weaving his way out of fairy?
I don't weave my way out of shit, bro. You just say shit. Like, you just say shit. Yo, I'm like, hey, Mac, I'm boy. I'm not hot. I'm not hot. I'm Mac, hot. and I was with the Cliniso, sit Cliniso. I see you at that time. They don't buy me, I'm going to feel like you suits. Hey, fuck, this one man. So I don't read my way of shit, bro.
He stirs up that controversy. And once he has something that is going to at least make him trend for that moment, he rides it and then he pulls back type of situation. Just like how he had said that Joseph Dari was the guy that was on that show and he was hooking up with little girls. Just like how he recently said about that Nkosasana girl. Her baby daddy is not her actual baby daddy, and the real baby daddy is Maphorisa. And he says it in a way that it sounds factual. And then comes back the next week to say, well, if I'm lying, sue me. Because he knows that he has the lawyer money. Because he does have loyal supporters who watch his channel, which brings in the revenue. But that is not to say that after you have said it out of your mouth, it is not detrimental to other people. It is. It's like the recorder motherfuckers. It's similar, if anything. He has all these followers and has been dubbed the best podcast in South Africa. Therefore, people are going to hang on to his word. Or if anything, they are going to then question themselves like, yeah, Mara, it's a possibility because Mac G said it. That's how the game works. It's absolute mind-fucking and manipulation. That's how the internet works. I told you guys, if I can't evoke any emotion out of you in my videos, I did not do my job. Whether you hate me or you love me for what I've said in a particular video, it doesn't actually really matter as long as I get you to feel something. But in my case, I want you to feel something and do better about your situations or not partake in the grimy stuff. But what McG does is he'll put something right there so that everybody can start to question or make it trend. But if you actually look at his pattern, it's once after a while where he'll say something that is controversial to get you guys talking, to get his podcast trending. And if you actually look at him and you think to yourself, does he even believe the shit that he's saying? Or is it that it doesn't really matter what I say, even if it's not true or factual? As long as I can trend for now, I'll make this money for now. I've got lawyers, so I'll deal with that situation whenever. And then other people that he's saying these things about will probably not even want to take him on because they are probably also thinking, I don't have as much lawyer money that he has. Let me just let it go. I'll just put out a statement or do a live and explain myself. But people won't even believe you after what McG has said because of the large following that he has. But it doesn't mean that the information that he is giving you is accurate. And he has proven that himself time and time again. How many times are you going to come back to retract what you said or to apologize to the people that you said it about? He is still, back in the day, it was who smashed who, wada. And people thought that was so controversial. But these days, now and then, he will throw in something that is so like, oh my gosh, what do you mean? What are you saying? And everybody goes crazy, he trends. Then he'll pull back a bit. Just to keep his relevancy. I'm not saying that Podcast and Chill is not a great podcast, but it's so plain to see what the strategy is, what they are doing. I've spoken about this so many times. It gets to a point where you're like, this is kind of annoying now. Like, it's expected. Come up with something different. L-Tido was saying when he was reading him that Usopenduka is the heart. He's the heart, he's the lungs, he's like the everything of that show. If you think about it, remove Sopenduka from the equation and let it just be a Ghost Lady and Umekjin. That podcast is not going to be the same. Usopenduka brings the fire, he brings the jokes, the puns, he brings the excitement. You're going to laugh when Sopenduka speaks. You're not really going to laugh when McG speaks. You're just going to be like, ooh, ah. Is that really true? Now everybody's talking about it because nobody really knows the truth. And even if somebody like that Nkosatana girl can come out to say this is not true, you still won't believe her because Mac G said it. He has the biggest podcast in SA. That's the thing about the numbers game. The one with the largest number will always be believed. People are sheep like that. Trust me, I know. Right? What he said about MacG and his podcast is absolutely true. And he's not the only person to come out and say that shit. MacG, like people have said, will be nice to you when you are on his podcast. He's for you, everything is great, blah, 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 blah. And he does try to trip people up or to dig for salacious information. Unlike L-Tido. And let's not even lie, L-Tido does do the numbers. His podcast is actually really good. He gets really good guests on his show. Right? MacG will do that thing of his that he's always done. He's great, I guess, because you don't get to the level that he has at this point without being great. But Nakon, he does go to that ZCC church. I'm not saying anything about that. I'm just saying they drink a lot of tea. Type of situation. Right? As great as his podcast is, it's actually fizzling. I promised you guys that I'm going to do a video about the downfall of podcasts. And I'm going to do that video so you guys can understand where my mind frame is when it comes to that situation. And I did promise to do it, so I have to do it at some point. But I'm not ready yet to do that video. It's inevitable. Podcasts will die down soon. And once we get into that video, I'm going to break it down as to why I say this. I have been saying this for a very long time. MacG will pretend when you are on his show how great you are. He's so appreciative that you're there. But the next week, he's going to say something fucked up about you. He's fake as fuck, in my opinion. He's done this to many, many people. MacG is the type of person that he will, as long as he's gotten you there for that moment, after that, it doesn't matter. It's like backstabbing. Because if you go to somebody's podcast, you think that, at least somebody heard me out. I can tell my story, say my say. You don't expect them 2 weeks later, when the whole world is now coming for you, for them to actually paraza and say, yeah, maravele. And if you've met him personally and he said, your podcast is great, you're doing wonderful, like he did with L-Tido, you don't then expect him to come and say, but your podcast is like UTV. You're so scared to say the controversial stuff. It is not that people are scared to say the controversial stuff. People choose what content they want to put out there. And the problem with MacG is that his head is big, even though it's small. Because you guys have dubbed him the best podcast in Africa. Now it's like he feels like he can say, this is how you actually supposed to conduct a podcast. Like he's the king of podcasting. And that's not a fact. Anything can happen at any time. And the ones that were first will be last. The ones that were last will be first. So your best bet, or for you to survive long term, is to be somewhere in the middle or the last. Because those that were first will fizzle first. That's how the game works. You guys have given him a big head, to the point where you can tell other podcasters that your podcast is like your TV. If you want to run your channel and be controversial and surprise people and shock people and, in a sense, backstab people, because that's how people feel after being on MacG's podcast. They feel like, but we got along. Everybody's shocked. Sick Talk is shocked. L-Tido is shocked. People are shocked every time after they have been on his show, because he's going to come out and then say something fucked up about you. I do understand that people's opinions change about different people. But I promise you this. MacG does that because he wants to get you on the show. Once he has you there, nice. But even when you're there, watch the videos. He tries to find little funny things. And then once you're not there and the rest of the world is coming for you, it's all gloves are off. It's like, yeah, Maravele, TV. So now when you're sitting there, any normal human being will feel backstabbed. Like, why would he say that? Last week you were saying to me how great I am and I'm doing well. And I think that people think that all of us YouTube South African channels should look up to Umek G because he's the greatest. He's not. And podcasts will die. That's a fact. I promise you this. I'm sorry, but it's gonna happen. But I'll tell you more about it. Now everybody must worship Umek G because he did this thing. Anybody can do it, but everybody has their different style. L-Tido, if you actually watch his videos, he's very respectful. When it sounds like his guests are about to come for someone, he always squashes it. Even when Sayan Bougie was on the podcast and Sayan Bougie was saying something out of pocket about Usima, he squashed it. When, what's that guy? Shebeshet was saying something out of pocket about Maphorisa, he squashed it. And he was like, I don't want to engage in that type of thing because I respect these people and they hustle. He's a hustler. He's from the hip-hop game. He understands. Umek G, he's got a chip on his shoulder because of what happened to him back in the day in YFM. So he has to be the greatest. He has to prove a point. And that is so detrimental. You guys are looking at the success of now. Celebrate your now, but think about how it's going to actually impact the years, months, weeks to come. Open your eyes. And that is the reason why MacG has a network. MacG can't do this thing by himself. He can't. He needs different faces, a whole network to make his thing work. Him by himself is not going to work. He needs these other stronger personalities to make his situation work. And nobody can convince me otherwise. Not a single damn fucking person can convince me otherwise. Yes, he had the brains to decide to create a network, have different, what's the segments on his channel. That is great. It's like he created a whole, okay, we all have channels, but like SABC, ETV, and then at this time slot you have this, wada. That's what he has created. But that is because he cannot do this whole thing by himself. He doesn't have what it takes to do it solely by himself. Ask any other YouTuber that is doing it by themselves. It's hard work. So how can you ever compare someone like Umek G and L-Tido? L-Tido is doing his thing by himself on his own channel. MacG has a whole network where he has those other kids on their show, that one. Some of the other projects failed. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Open your eyes. He was right to L-Tido when he said, if Saul was to leave that podcast, it's chai. He's cooked. Saul is the heartbeat of the channel. This is a fact. And that's why it was touch and go, or people were talking about it when they were like, oh no, Saul's now at Kaya. Oh no, Saul's now this. If Saul was to leave, Saul could create his own little thing and be absolutely successful in it. Not to say that MacG wouldn't be successful, but it just wouldn't be the same. Because he doesn't hold that much weight. See people's light. See the truth in what the truth is. It's right there for you to see. I'm not saying to you, go and dislike these people, wada. No, like who you like. I don't give a damn. But I'm going to tell you the truth. I don't do the bullshit stuff. And then there's Maphorisa that L-Tido was also speaking about. Maphorisa is a really, really dark character. Maphorisa gives Diddy vibes to the max, like almost at the same level. Everybody in the industry is so afraid of him. If not that, they all say how they respect him or they want to work with him because his name carries weight. His name carries weight, but he's so fucked up to the people that he works with or the people that work for him. How are you going to eat so much, earn so much? We've seen you with those Hermes bags, and that is also fucking weird. Why is a man carrying around Hermes bags? Only to flex. But the people that you are saying you are lifting up are not eating alongside with you. So many people have complained about Maphorisa. You can just see from the lives that he does that guy is a douche fucking bag. But not only that, he gives Diddy vibes. And of course, he really does give Diddy vibes because he does similar things that Diddy does. I'm sure we don't know the other things, but they will be exposed. This is his time. So many people have been saying this, that, and the other about him. He's a gatekeeper. He can make or break your music career. And then, isn't that like Diddy? And then, Diddy did that thing to Cassie, especially the beaterization. And then, Maphorisa did that thing to Chili. It's giving Diddy vibes. I don't know how deep it goes because apparently, allegedly, Diddy is swinging for the other team or his natural group of people, male, female. And there you find Maphorisa with those handbags, those Hermes handbags. And is it really just to flex, to say, oh, I can afford Hermes? Oh, is he trying to tell us something like Diddy? I don't know. I'm just asking. And now I find it weird when a man has handbag, yamusadi. I understand those sling bags, those men bags. You're carrying a lot of things. In this day and age, it's not cute for a man to have all these things in his pockets or on his hands. But he carries a handbag, a purse, and it's all in the name of flexing. And then apparently, allegedly, he owes 20 million to Sony. But you're carrying those bags. And people are complaining. They're not making any money from working with you or around you. You profiting everything. You're so dark for that. It's so sad. People like Ricky Rick are gone. People that actually wanted to bring everybody up so that everybody could eat. Now you have these dark, in my opinion, demonic people. They want to eat alone and then carry an Hermes bag to flex. Ukazwaki things of this world. But of course, Ukazwaki things of this world because he's fucking mad. He's mad because look at him before.
Exhibit Sunny Boy, so we all know Sunny Boy a little bit better. Please put up the picture of Sunny Boy for people who are not familiar who Sunny Boy is. This is a guy clearly got his first girlfriend when he was famous. No girl would touch him with a pole. Look at him. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not saying that he didn't work as hard as he could to get to where he did. But like L-Tido said, nobody was going to touch that guy with a 10-foot pole. Look at him. He still looks the same. He's still the same guy. And the only reason why women do touch him with a 10-foot pole, a 20-foot, 30, 50, it must be 50, is because of the money that he has. But if you're owing Sony so much money, do you really have all that money? And then you know what? What goes around comes around. If he's owing Sony all that money, apparently, allegedly, it's because of all the things that he did to all those people. Like I said before in this video, those that were lost will be first. Not everybody can complain about one person and it's not true. And you've seen him on the lives. If anything, he'll just come out there to swear at everyone and tell everybody that he's their father. Mara, guess what, DJ Maphorisa? Now you have a father in the industry. But what are you doing with that father? Are you doing what McMill did? I'm just asking. You say that you are people's father. There is somebody that is above you in the industry. Are you the McMill? You know exactly what that is. Now you're mad. And that's why you want to eat alone. Facts. Nobody would really want that guy if he didn't have money. Can't need. Now he's very, very pompous. And as soon as anyone says something negative or according to him, that is negative about him, or Maphorisa, he's gonna shit on you, cuss you out, swear at your mother, swear at everyone. You're weak, in my opinion. when you have to go to that extent to swear at L-Tido's mother because Shebe was on his show talking shit about you. Many other people have talked shit about you, but now Urocha L-Tido, the host, he didn't say anything. If anything, L-Tido did say, let's not do that because I respect this guy. But then you swear at him because, in my opinion, something's wrong with you. Something is actually wrong with you. It's trauma more. Because what are they doing to you back there? What Didi, that were higher ups? Are you okay? Maybe that's why you're so mad. In my opinion, because people don't behave like this unless they feel like this thing has been done to me. I've been grinding so much and I had to sweat, literally sweat. So I'm gonna fuck everybody else around because they don't know where I've been, or they don't know where my thingy back there has been. Are you mad? But is it everybody else's fault? And why, if there's so much chatter in the industry about Maphorisa, do people keep going to him? You know how it is easy just to create another gatekeeper? Somebody that you can actually trust? Somebody that can get in with the higher ups, but that's the thing. You need to be willing to sacrifice a lot to get that Hermes bag and be a part of the higher ups and be seen as a gatekeeper or this, that. There's some trades that you have to do to get to the level of Maphorisa. It's not just your talent alone. Because look at Aboso Trill, people that have been complaining about him. They are fucking talented, but they're not there. They don't have the money. Why? Some people won't compromise. And they won't be rolling around, getting pissed aside. It's a Hermes, just because it's Hermes. It's so stupid and selfish and dark. Deal with your traumas. Deal with what the industry did to you. And stop trying to hurt these other industry people. And stop getting upset when other people go to podcasts to talk about you. Why are you upset at the host? He did nothing to you. If anything, he respected you. And L-Tido, if you watch his podcast, L-Tido is always respectful. When somebody tries to start with the drama stuff, he'll laugh, but then he will always say, no, I respect that person. Let's not do that. What I'm trying to find out is this. The people that come to his show are the ones that decide to divulge the information. But he always does rein it in. This is a fact. He was right. He's not trying to sell controversy. And he does get good people that he interviews, the celebrities, some of which will never touch McG with the 10-foot pole. Because going to McG's podcast is win or lose. Yes, it might get you recognition and popularity, but it could break your career, your whole fucking entire career. Look when Jub went. Amanda Tupor did a thing. Now the world hates Amanda Tupor because of the case was dismissed. It's touch and go going to McG show, and you must ask yourself, you guys think that it's all just entertainment? No, it's spiritual. Ask yourself why. And everybody that has been on L-Tido's show is fine. They come there, they tell their story. You will enjoy his podcast. But ask yourself, why is it that when people go to podcasts and chill, it's touch and go? Something funny. Something funny. Everything is spiritual. This is not a joke. I told you, be careful of the places that you go to or the people that you intertwine with. Be careful. It's not a joke. I will give more respect to L-Tido because he runs that thing. Obviously, he has a team, whatever, but that's his channel, that's his show. More than I will with McG, that has to have 1,000 little other situations or segments to create this network. And if not for the people around him, McG's podcast would not be great. This is a fucking fact. It is. People are sheep. People are too lazy to think or to see the truth for what it is. You would rather be blinded and taken into this mass hysteria. You are under hypnosis and mass hysteria because the masses will say they like a particular thing. And if you go against the grain, then people will come for you. People come for me all the time. If you go against the masses, then people will come for you. Therefore, that's why people will just flock there. But are you actually watching the content? And are you seeing who's the bad bitch? Who's actually the Beyonce in that situation? Let's just be honest. Everything is spiritual. And the day I do that podcast, podcasts are going to fall video, you guys are going to understand more. You're going to understand more. And you're going to see exactly what I'm saying is true. And I know people are going to come for me on this video. But facts are facts, guys. I'm never going to go and join you in your mass hysteria and your nonsense to be a sheep. Some of you can see it the way it really is, but you're so scared. You're so scared. You're even scared to post your real opinions on the comment section because you're scared that people are going to come for you. Let them come, and then what? You're going to die for speaking the truth. It's so much easier to speak the truth and get it out there, or to give your honest opinion about situations. Maybe in 5 months, your opinion will change. Who knows? But to ever do something in life, I was telling you guys yesterday, I will never go for or take something that God has not given to me. And he says, now, Lynn, this is the one. This is for you. Just so I can become more popular or my channel can grow faster. I would rather be patient. And whatever you are doing in life, God is putting you through school. It's like you're in school. You are in training. So that the day that he elevates you, you can be the greatest of the great. But it's going to be clean. It's going to be nice. It's going to be fresh. It's going to be of God. Don't rush for interviews and going everywhere. And let me ask you something. Some of you guys, when you go to these podcasts for these interviews, do you ever get any healing? Because it seems like to me that when you go to these podcasts, it's all just a battleground. 1 week, someone's wife is there. The other week, this one is defending. But everybody is, who do we know that is telling the truth? You will always side with the one with the compelling story, but only these two people or sides know the truth. It gets kind of tricky. It's like, why are they even going to these podcasts to divulge these marriage stories or these stories? Nobody wins. Nobody gets any healing. And then it becomes a fight. I told you there's a force running in this internet thing. This is a fact. It's weird. Is anybody paying attention to that? You're gaining nothing. You gain nothing. You didn't heal. It's just back and forth. You're taking yourself back into your traumas. It's kind of weird to me. We'll talk about it when I do the podcast video, right? That's one of the things I want to get into because I really do find it disturbing. Gone are the days when podcasts were actually really just educational. Podcasts are now battlegrounds. It's a battlefield. They are so salacious and weird. It's weird and recycled. Anyway, if you guys haven't already, please do like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And if you guys do enjoy my videos, please do click on that thank you button. Guys, I absolutely enjoyed L-Tido's video. He has that respectful thing about him. I've watched multiple of his videos and I've seen this respectful side. I've seen when his guests try to stir up some drama about someone or speak ill of someone, he always corrects them. That's integrity. That is real integrity. He's done it multiple times. That is a grown man with integrity. And he does make the numbers. He doesn't sell controversy. He has people on to talk about their stories. Whatever the person that they divulges, that's on them. But he always reins it in. That is someone that you can absolutely respect, in my opinion. And once again, I have nothing against Abomekji. I don't care. We're all doing this YouTube thing. There is no, because you guys dubbed them the greatest. They think that they are the kings of South African YouTube. YouTube is YouTube. It's in every single freaking country. There's no king of nothing. And don't ever forget, those that were first will be last. It only makes sense. God only makes sense. If you were first, at some point you will fizzle and you will be last. And those that were last will be first. And the cycle continues. You will get off your high horse. But wouldn't it be crazy if we all dared MacG to take the other segments with the, what is it, humor, what, and all the other ones that he has on his channel and only have him? It's not going to happen, obviously. But what the fuck do you think would happen to that channel? Anyway, and then please, guys, you need to tell me what the hell happened to a Slick Talk. Who is that guy? Who is that clone? But if it's really him, which I really do think it is, a Slick Talk, go by diet plan, Abuti, please. Wow. You don't look unhealthy. You just look really skinny and different. Or maybe we're in a different timeline. We really did switch dimensions. My truth community and myself are starting to ponder on, are we where we were? Because am I really even myself right now? Things are kind of different right now. So is this Slick Talk that we have now from a parallel universe, or what the fuck is going on? I'm really curious to know, because according to Fanny, you understand what I mean? Baby, I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.